Hey guys, welcome back to the Crafty Home. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tanya. Today we are going to tackle my master bedroom. I have been wanting to redecorate up here for quite a while. We've had the same decor like bedspreads and pillows and pretty much everything for around 10 years, so it was in need of an update. It's not that I dislike what I have, because I don't. It's just I'm tired of it. So really, I'm just hoping to give it kind of a summer look, because the duvet cover and pillow covers I have on my bed now, or that I had on my bed, were for winter, because I like to take those off in the summertime just to give us a lighter blanket feel. So what I'm left with is basically a comforter and a quilt, and it's all white and off-white, and it just feels really boring. I'm gonna give you a quick overview of what my bedroom looks like now, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So this first project is a trunk from my bedroom. It normally holds my husband's shorts because we don't have room in the dresser for them. And this is black. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it's black, and then it's got kind of dark hardware. So I want to paint it blue to go with the decor that I am doing. Picked up these frames. They have glass and everything inside, but I could not find gold frames 16 by 20 anywhere. So I found these black ones at Michael's. They were buy one get one half off, and they were inexpensive. I think it was $20 for both of them or something like that. And then, or maybe 25 for both. It doesn't, whatever, they were inexpensive. These are the handles to my trunk that I'm gonna paint gold. So I'm gonna paint these gold, and the trunk hardware gold. That's the rest of the hardware. So I have two of those. And then I have this trunk. It sits in my bedroom. It's black. It's seen much better days. It is very old, like 15 years old or something like that. I got it at Hobby Lobby years ago. I'm just gonna spray the outside. Like I said, I'm gonna do the hardware gold, and I think that'll be a nice contrast. I'm gonna spray it this blue color. So when I got this blue spray paint, I really thought that when I put it over the black that it would end up being kind of a dark blue or a navy blue, because that's what the top looked like, and the black should have been a nice base. But instead, when I sprayed it on, it ended up being a little bit more purple. It ended up looking like a cobalt blue, or a like a blue violet. It was very weird. So I ended up going in with some acrylic paint later. It didn't show it just because it was a long process of painting it, and I ended up liking that color a lot better. So now I'm just moving on to the frame and the hardware. If you look behind me, there's a clear apothecary jar, and we actually painted the inside of that white, and you'll see that a little bit later in the video. It turned out really cute. I seriously probably chose the hottest day of the summer to come out here and spray paint this stuff, but whatever, I'm gonna get it done. It's not super windy, it is very sunny, but it's also hot. So hopefully this stuff dries really quickly. Okay, here is the jar that I was talking about before. We just took some wall paint, latex wall paint in white, and painted the entire inside of this glass jar, and I love the way it turned out. It did take a couple of coats to get it to look solid. I really liked the way it left, painting the inside left the outside really glossy looking still, and then the bottom of the jar is still clear, and the little knob on the lid is still clear. I just thought it gave it a really cool look. And then I cut out some vinyl flourishes and whatever, just to give this kind of a ginger jar feel. And so basically this little makeover cost me nothing, but it ends up going with the style of jars and vases that I had gotten previously. If you saw my at-home shop with me, you'll have seen those already. And if not, I will link the video below so you can check it out. So these are the jars that I had gotten from At Home and vases, and then I got all this floral there as well. It was on sale for really cheap. It was half off, and their floral is not very expensive to begin with. So I was able to get all of this for a really good price. Again, I will link that At Home Shop With Me video below where I go over everything I got and all the prices. But for now, I am just loading these vases and jars up with the flowers that I got and just coming up with whatever arrangements that I like. I follow a Instagram page called Randy Garrett Design, and she is who inspired these vases and flower looks. She has a ton of ginger jars in her house, and if you have been on Pinterest, you have seen her stuff because she's pinned everywhere and she's just a beautiful designer. So that's what I was going for, and that was how I was trying to arrange these flowers. So I'll actually link her page below too so you can check it out. It's awesome. So when you walk in, what you see is my bed, and like I said, it is white on white. So I already took off the duvet cover that was on here. It was birds. If I can find some footage, I'll put it in so you can see it. And then I had 2 Euro pillows, which are down here, that matched that. And then it went with my bird pictures, and I have another bird picture over this way. So I love the bird pictures. I don't want to get rid of them, but I do want to add in some other decor. So basically we have this one side table. I have my shelf, which looks kind of boring and neutral right now. If you saw my birthday, what I got for my birthday video, you'll know that that is the mirror that I ordered. And so it's here and it's awesome. This is what kind of started the whole thing, because basically I know that I might film in this and I wanted the background to be nice. So originally this dresser was up against this wall. You can see that there's still a rectangle in the floor. So I already moved that. I like the way that looks behind that mirror, but this wall is so blank. So I have some artwork I'm going to put up there. There was a big apothecary jar here that I never put anything in, but I've painted that, and I'm going to add some flowers to that to kind of match the ginger jar stuff, and it will go elsewhere. But on this side of the room, I just have some stuff above here just for decor, but I'm actually going to take that down and kind of redo that. And, you know, the chair, this chair is actually originally a rocking chair, and I ended up putting new feet on it. So I got this as a gift for when I had my son, and I used it for both babies. And I love this chair, and I have a hard time getting rid of it. I really need to just reupholster it, but honestly, the material goes with everything. It ends up going fine with everything. It's not my favorite material, but it'll work because I don't feel like reupholstering it. So I'm probably going to add a pillow to that just so it kind of blends in with everything. I don't want to repaint my side table. I already did that once, so it's just staying like that. And I'm keeping my lamp. So this is kind of a budget decorating video. I'll show you what all I have. If you saw my at home shop with me, you'll recognize a bunch of this stuff, but basically I got all of these vases and they had a really good sale on their flowers. So I put those together, and then I already had this little guy I'd gotten from an antique mall forever ago, and that is a real plant. And then I got these two, they're actually indoor outdoor pillows from Home Goods recently. They were like $17 for two, so it was so cheap. And then I got these two pillow covers. I have some Euroshams and a blanket. And then I had this artwork. They're just prints from an antique mall that I got years and years and years ago, and I never framed them. This is how they ended up turning out, and I absolutely love them. So that's what's going to go on that blank wall over there. And then we'll just add accessories and see how it goes. I am starting with the bookshelf first. I basically knew where I wanted to put all the vases. I just had an idea, even when I shopped for them, what exactly I was looking for and where I wanted to put them. So I just wanted to start here first. I am rearranging a few things just because I didn't like the way it looked, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color. I don't know if you've seen this before, but I think Joanna Gaines does it where she turns her books the other way so you don't have to see the color on the books. I did this a couple of years ago and I really like the way it looks. It's a little bit farmhouse, but it still goes with everything. Next, I'm moving on to the dresser and just adding a couple of jars so that it looks nice. And then over by the chair area, I'm adding a few things to the side table and just a vase to this other table and a pillow cover to my chair. Moving on to the bed, I am adding the Euro pillow shams to my Euro pillow inserts, and then I'll add the indoor outdoor pillows as well. I didn't do a lot with this. I have talked about previously how I had bought a new quilt and shams for this bed, and it came in and the colors were completely different than what I had assumed, and so I ended up returning them, and I'm just sticking with the quilt and shams that I already have. So I just wanted to bring in a pop of blue to go with the vases and things that I had picked out. And I know it's not a lot and it's probably not super exciting, but it's something that will look nice in the summer when I switch out from my bird prints. I ended up picking up this throw blanket from Amazon also just to add a little bit of pop of color towards the bottom of the bed. I also got all the pillow shams from there as well, so I'll link anything I can below just in case you're interested. But I liked the herringbone pattern of this blanket and also the tassels on it, and it was very inexpensive. So now I'm moving on to this ledge that is above my closet and bathroom. I do not know why houses have these. It is the worst. It's just a big dust collector if you ask me. And if you don't put anything up there, it kind of looks weird. And if you do, it kind of looks weird. I don't even know what to say about it except for it's weird and I wish they didn't put them in houses. But anyway, I had a few things up there that I didn't think would go with the room anymore, so I wanted to pull those down. I did want to keep this radio that my mom gave me years ago just because I love it, so I left that up there. But I'm getting rid of all the other things, including these antique luggage pieces. And last but not least, I am hanging my prints. I was so excited at how these turned out. I've had these prints forever. They're just a little 8x10 print, but I wanted the overall look to be big. So I got these 16x20 frames. As you saw earlier, they were black, but I wanted them to be gold, so I went ahead and spray painted them. I could not find a mat board that was 16x20 with an 8x10 opening. So I found these mat boards at Michael's that are meant to go in a frame that is signed for a wedding or a graduation or whatever. It even comes with a little marker so people can sign them as like a memory gift. I don't know. And I just took those and used those instead. Nobody's going to sign them, but the mat was the right size. So I will link those below if you are interested, but I thought this gave an overall really classy and expensive look. Okay guys, we are done. Holy moly. That was more work than I anticipated, but I love the way it turned out. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour of what I did. Step back here. So that is the trunk that was black and I repainted blue and then did the gold hardware on. I love the way this turned out. I didn't even like it when it was black, but now that it's blue and gold hardware, I love it. And then over here on the dresser, I just added the vase with flowers and the little small vase, and I went ahead and kept the lid just because I liked the way that looked. And I hung up my pictures. I love the way these ended up. I was really on the hunt for this size frame and then this size mat board. I could not find it anywhere, so that's why I ended up DIYing it, but I love the way that turned out. I think it looks so modern and fresh, and I'm really happy with that. And then with this shelf, I just rearranged some of the stuff on it. I did the flowers on top, which I really like. And I'm leaving the bird cages just because I love them and they still go with my bird pictures. So I'm keeping them. But like I said, I just rearranged the shelves a little bit and added a couple little trinkets here and there. The biggest difference is probably this shelf, and I like the way that looks better than the way it did look. And then the bedding, I had only 2 Euro pillows, like pillow forms. I have 4 pillow cases. So I am going to get another Euro pillow form and have 3 blue pillows on the back because it's a king size bed and it looks weird with just the 2. But I do like the way the white and the paisley and the small blue pillow turned out. And then I ended up throwing a throw blanket over here. That's gonna be one extra thing that I have to take off my bed before going to sleep, but I just think it looks nice and it brings some blue down to the bottom of the bed. And I didn't want to add a duvet cover to our comforter just because it's summertime and it gets hot. And so the whole point of me taking off the other duvet is so that that is light for us. So I didn't want to put anything else on there. So that was my way of kind of making it all work. And then I just added a flower vase over here and changed that to a blue pillow cover. And then I put my little picture of my dad and me and my husband and me right there and added the little floral arrangement on top. And I like the way that looks. I actually got that little table from the antique mall several years ago. I think it's meant to be just like a drink table. But I really like the way that looks. And then up here, I took down everything except for adding the little apothecary jar that we painted white and then added some blue vinyl to. And I think that looks really nice up there, and it's simple and I don't have to worry about it collecting too much dust up there, which is nice. So here's another overview of how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. It's just nice and fresh and a little bit different. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next video.